morning to you and welcome to Bible Timeline number 27 here on Our Daily Timothy Time. Today's Wednesday, 14th of October 2020. My name is Carl Coates. I'm from a small ministry called Pure Bible Study here in Trondheim in Norway. In the description box below there's two links. Number one, there's a link called From This Generation Forever, which is all about the King James Bible and how it came about. If that interests you, the King James Bible I'm talking, click on that link. Also, today's reading, which is in the Pauline epistles, 1 Corinthians 4, 5 and 6, there is an audio in that link I'm going to attach. A dear saint in Kentucky, in the United States of America, does audio recording. So if you can't read or choose not to read and you want to listen to the Word of God, there it is on the link. Also, reading through the Bible today, reading through the Bible in the year, we've been Leviticus 19, 20 and 21. Hey, enjoy the read. Moving on, Bible Timeline number 27. I want to close off the topic that we've been covering for the last few days, the Abrahamic covenant. All I want to do is just say this. We've covered a lot of ground with Abraham and the Abrahamic covenant, the Palestinian covenant, the Davidic covenant, the Mosaic covenant, the new covenant. We've looked at that. I hope you've grasped it. If you haven't, just re-listen to those messages, go to the Word of God, and with time and study, you will get it. If you need more help, just email us at ourdailytimothytime@gmail.com, and I'll gladly run over it with you. Now, that Abrahamic covenant, I just want to close off this chapter by saying it was confirmed to Isaac and to Jacob. Okay, well, where do we read about that? You want to go and read Genesis 26, verses 1 to 4, chapter 27, verse 29. Then some people say, oh, Jacob, he was a bit of a conniving fellow, wasn't he? He nicked his brother's birthright. You know, how could God... that's not really right, is it? Well, just in the next chapter 28, Genesis 28 verse 13 and thereabouts, or just read the chapter, you'll check it out. God actually it deals with Jacob, and you just read it and you will be amazed. So it was confirmed to Jacob. And while we're on Jacob, do you know God changed Jacob's name? Genesis 35 verse 10. God changed Jacob's name to Israel. Now that's you might think, oh, Carl, that's quite minor. Why do you bring that up? Well, it's interesting because to avoid confusion, you just need to know that fact. And Israel had the 12 sons, hence the 12 tribes of Israel. Just little bits you know already, but it's a nice refresher. So, lastly, I just want to say this. Remember when Abraham. There was Abraham and Sarah, right? Sarah says to Abraham, well, there's the maid, go make it happen. So Abraham has relations with Hagar, and Ishmael comes along. Okay, remember this, folks. Ishmael was not the son of promise. Isaac was. So the seed line went from Abraham to Isaac. Now Isaac had two boys, Esau and Jacob. Jacob got the blessing. Okay, so the seed line ran through Jacob. Now, again, I'm going to say this for the second time. If you think Jacob was a conniving fellow, sure he was. But you know what? Genesis 28, God confirms it with Jacob. So give that some thought today, would you? So closing this section off, I trust you've enjoyed looking at Abraham and the covenant, and getting to know a little bit more about the Abrahamic covenant and the offshoots of it. It's really, really important that you grasp that, because in Christendom, that notion of covenant theology, that will trip you up if you do not pay attention to what we've just covered. And remember this, the covenants had signs, and just remember that the signs are for Israel. Israel require a sign. 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 22. Remember that, keep that in the back of your mind, because that'll come in play shortly. Anyway, have a fantastic day wherever you are in the world. Until we meet again tomorrow, Maranatha.